Welcome back to Halloween Town. It is the final build, you guys. So let's not dilly-dally any further and let's get down to business. This is gonna be a long one, so do get cozy, do get comfy. Just know there's gonna be a tour at the end of this, so do stay tuned for the tour at the end. And for the majority of this, I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the vibes, enjoy the music. So until we meet at the end of this build, or maybe somewhere in between, have a wonderful enjoyment of this lovely Halloween build. I had come across a little excerpt that I happened to find while I was digging through the library, and it goes as such. Founded by a family of unknown origin, with a history rooted deep into the dark arts, is how this town came to life. A spooky and unsettling little town, isolated, like islands, though this did not dissuade the family that lived here. They found unity in their love for their ancestry, music, food, and an unexpected loss of a young one. As the founders have come and gone, their legacy still lives on in their singular air. The town stands as it had for years, with a new face, new families, and a new tragedy. Though its bridges connect these once divided lands, it is the banquet hall that unites all who dwell and visit here, from celebrations of new love to parting farewells to new discoveries of the secrets hidden away. The walls hold secrets, while the floors mourn the deceased. Some naysayers have warned of unwanted guests haunting the town. Some even say the current heir, an elder, speaks to those beyond the grave. Fear not, dear visitors, because in Halloween Town, the spirits never rest, but they do love to party. End of excerpt. I'm pretty intrigued by this. Do let me know down in the comments below what you think of Halloween Town. And now we are back with the tour. Now, as you can see here, this is where we generally started. It's not the exact lot that we use because I cannot use that lot, but this is just the only other 50 by 50 lot that is base game friendly, or at least I don't know if that's anymore, but this is where we started, and this is how it turned out. So I have to say, this was honestly the most fun I've ever had building, because each house is its own little build of its own, and it has its own style, its own little history, and I had a ton of fun making this, and I hope you guys are enjoying watching this being made as much as I enjoyed making it. Let's start with the first one. This is our little cottage. This is where our singular elder heir lives. They're pretty much rooted into the history of Halloween Town. And this is kind of what it's looking like. We have a lot of fishing areas, a garden, we have an outdoor, hangout spot. And then here's our single room studio. Inside we have our kitchenette, and then we have a bath we have a toilet with a shower for our bathroom. And yeah, this was the first build. It was a bit of a challenge because, as you can see, it's on the diagonal, but everything is functional and it was super fun to make this. And I like that it's a little bit old, a bit run down. Like, not everything is perfect here, but it is cute. And if you just take the bridge through to the other side, we're going to find the next build, which is our 2-story couple's house, maybe, or a single sim as well, but it's a nice little 2-story home here. It's a bit more like a townhouse, I guess, because it's just it just has the 1 bedroom and a full bath. Well, semi-full bath. It has a bigger bath and shower than the first house, so this is what the inside looks like. It has a table for 2, a little cozy entryway. We also have some flower arranging outside, gardening, and yes, this is our bathroom right here. It's like our only other full bath other than the third house. And then this little galley kitchen here, which is functional. It does work under the stairs. You can use the sink and everything, and you can prep your meals and stuff like that. It's a nice little cozy space right here. And then I added a couple little things on the shelves, like from the Reaper rewards that we had going around the time that this came. They also have the little tome that gives you, I think, gourmet cooking, gardening, and cooking. For the Sims, whoever lives here definitely enjoys cooking. And they have a little open landing here and to our single double bed here with a functional closet as well. So this is what this house is looking like. Second biggest build in this lot, and that is the family home. This is pretty much like I said in the video. Again, the links to the videos and the playlist will be down in the description below, but at least for this house you could put up to 4 Sims, two parents, a teen, and a child. This is how their house is looking. It's very cozy, very overgrown, and this is pretty much how everything turned out. We have our little covered entryway before you get into like the main living, kitchen, and dining space here. And this has 2 full baths. It's just the main bedroom is on the top floor without a bath access, so you're going to have to use either the downstairs bathroom or the 2nd floor bathroom. But if it's a family, it shouldn't be a problem. And this is our lovely cozy living space. I had a ton of fun making this one because this was actually the first full bath that I got to add in here, and also like a full living space, because each of the other houses so far only had like a dining room and barely anything for a living. And then you go out here, this family is a bit more of like the farmers. They grow the crops, they manage the chickens, they do a lot of farming work during like the seasons for farming. And it's a bit tricky. Obviously, chickens like to go off a lot, so be warned if you add chickens, there's no fencing. And if you come upstairs here, you'll see we have our little upstairs entry landing with a mirror, some paintings on the walls, a cozy book nook space so you can read, and we have a sugar skull collection that we've collected over the years in this house. And then off to the left here in the tower is a lovely kids play space. And then we'll go from there to our first bedroom here, which is going to be the kids room. So this is for a child. This is our little sporty child's room. They have their little setup here. They have a lofted bed so that they have room for their desk. They have collected maybe some passports from traveling with the family. I also figured they're in scouts, as was by their trophies, and they've, interacted with scouts and won badges and stuff like that. And they're a pretty active child. So we can move on to the next room, which is next door. It is the teens room. It could also be the parents room. Feel free to decide when you download this the information to download it will be in the description, but this is what the teens room's looking like. I wanted to go for a bit of a floral vibe. It's cozy as well as warm, and obviously we have our little dresser on the corner here, and we just have a couple little bonsai tree and a few decor. It's a nice cozy room. But we also have the bathroom right there, and now we're going to go up the tower to another entry landing into the main bedroom. And here we have the main bedroom. It is where the parents or the guardians of this house live. It is at the topmost floor. They have their own private little seating area, a desk with the only computer in the house, and some books. They have it nice and cozy up here with their fireplace. So when the days get cooler, obviously during fall, they'll just chill by the fire and enjoy that. And then they have their little outdoor balcony space. And now we move on to the chapel or wedding venue space, pretty much where Sims get married and also Sims get buried. But here we have the chapel. Nothing too big. It's just something that's probably been in Halloween Town since its founding. So it's the smallest build here, and it has like a separate toilet space, and then obviously we have the graveyard here. As you can see, there's, you know, the previous residents have passed that stayed here have passed here, and we have like a public toilet, and then in the chapel is the actual wedding setup. So you can have your weddings here, and then you can use the banquet hall for parties. As you can see, I did take a few items like these mega wall hangings. I usually have no idea what to use these for, but I thought these would be like a cute little ring around these existing lantern lights that comes with Spooky Day. And in the back of the chairs, I added these ribbons that comes with base game. As you can see, they are not attached to the chair. You can do that if you use Move Objects cheat and the 9 key. And now we're moving on to the banquet hall. As you saw earlier, this is the biggest build on this lot. And it was a ton of fun to make this build. So we're gonna go inside. We have the downstairs floor, the downstairs first floor, which is going to be the dance hall, where a lot of parties are held. Everybody comes here to celebrate Halloween or whatever sort of events that they want to do, like weddings, funerals, however you like. But, you know, just having a good time. Like if you want to have a spooky party, if you want to dance, you know, just celebrate you're getting a promotion. This is the place to be. We have a DJ booth, we have a toilet here, and then in the corners we have some seating. Behind the bar we have a anglerfish. Maybe it was a interesting catch that somebody caught in the past, and all these little decor items that may have been made. So this is what it's looking like for the first floor, and here we are at the second floor. We have two ways to get in. We have this lovely painting of Lady Mimsy on the wall, and then we have a painting of a pianist on the other side, and there's two doors to close off all that party action and give like the library a bit more of a quiet enough space. I figured this would be a nice little catch-all where they generally use it for like hanging out with relatives, and if you don't want to hang out at somebody's house, you can hang out over here. It's just a nice little place to spend time with relatives and have the kids interact with things. You can also do some cross stitch and just overall enjoy the cozy vibes. We have another painting of this could be like the past lives of the residents. Maybe they lived in Windenburg at one point and then they moved here to Halloween Town. And this was actually a nice little discovery. This is a little hanging for like the Day of the Dead, and its base swatch is this like chicken, but they have some pretty cool swatches like this lady in black, and I thought that was like a perfect little covering for this archway that I have here, and it not being like a curtain. So this is just a little hangout spot right here for everybody to play games, and we have toy storage for the kids. All hanging that I have on the other side to kind of like hide away the door. I feel like they want to not emphasize the doorways. And then here is the bathroom here for the second floor. We have some toddler potties as well. We have another painting of Lady Mimsy, the one that comes from Windenburg. And now we're going to move up to the third and final floor, which is by far my favorite floor. It is like the scouts hangout spot, if you will. I had envisioned that this is where like the kids and the teens hang out and do things like scouts, which if you're not familiar with scouts, it is something that comes with seasons. It's an after school activity that is done over the weekend that both teens and children can do. And I just thought it would be so cute to have like this whole hangout spot for them. And of course we have to have the Freezer Bunny guitar, because at the time of recording this was during like the Reaper Awards event, and we had so many Freezer Bunny. I use the sugar skulls that you can find in base game debug, and I placed them onto these kids activity tables to be like a little craft activity that the kids did with painting. I also have some wizard tables, and I have a little study nook for the kids and teens to work on their homework. And back here is going to be like the display area where the kids, over the years, the teens, all the scouts have pretty much just collected and displayed all these works. I took these ladies again from the Day of the Dead stuff that you can find in base game, and they have these cute swatches, which I thought would be really cute. Since I have like a woodworking table, I would think that maybe the teens were the ones that, or the adults, they made these little like dolls for the kids to paint or the teens to paint, you know, just for scouts, and they kind of decorated them and put like their favorite ones up on the shelves, along with a couple of little frogs that they've collected and books and stuff like that, just to give it that like scouts collection room. If you like, you've ever done scouts. I've never personally done it, but if you guys know, do let me know. And then we go here to the outside balcony where there's some more planter boxes, a flower arranging table, and a couple of extra seating. And that pretty much concludes the build. So thank you so much for watching this little series. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and do know that you can download it in the description below. I'll have that information. So until next time we meet, have a wonderful rest of your week. Happy Halloween. Bye bye.